Ladies and gentlemen, the pleb is back. In this report, I have a very special treat for you in this episode because Tucker Carlson gave his first speech ever at a rally last night and absolutely went nuclear on the left, and the footage is absolutely spectacular. Also tonight, Kamala went on CNN last night for a town hall and completely embarrassed herself. You won't want to miss this report. Definitely stick around. Before we start this report, please double check if you're still subscribed. I'm currently being shadow banned here on YouTube, and people are having a hard time finding my videos or getting notifications for my latest videos. So if you want to help me and support the real news, please smash subscribe. And let's start the report. Well, folks, last night Trump held one of the most epic rallies I've ever seen in my life, and the footage out of it is spectacular, especially Tucker Carlson's speech. But before we get to Tucker Carlson, let's go look at the odds on the election. The latest odds here on Polymarket are absolutely awful for Kamala Harris. Just look at this, 63.6% chance of winning versus 36.8. Trump is holding his lead here with 12, 13 days to go before the election. But here's where it gets crazy, folks. Look at this. Trump is ahead in every single swing state. He's ahead big in Arizona, big in Georgia, big in Nevada. He's up in Pennsylvania, he's up in Wisconsin, and he's winning in Michigan. This is epic. But something that may be more epic than Trump's Polymarket odds and him absolutely crushing Kamala is Tucker Carlson's speech last night at Trump's rally. It's the first speech he's ever given at a rally, and he just absolutely goes nuclear on the left. Let's go on.
The story the country tells itself about reality has flipped. None of the normal people are supporting the Democratic machine. Tim Walz is supporting the Democratic machine. A man you would never allow to babysit your own children.
What? What? Did he seriously say that about Tim Walz? A man you would not let babysit your children. Wow.
A man you would never allow to babysit your own children. That's the archetype. It's the party of weirdos, of envy, of hate, of resentment, of bitterness, of weakness, of a total lack of creativity. It's a party of conformity. It's a party of the machine, where it doesn't matter who the candidate is because individuals are immaterial. All that matters is the collective. That's the Soviet model.
Yes.
And opposing them is the rest of the country. Slowly waking up to the fact that these people have no moral authority whatsoever. They have no legitimacy in a democracy where the government must rule by the consent of the governed. They have no consent. And the way that they've treated this country over the past 4 years is the most shocking thing I've ever seen in 55 years.
Wow.
To allow millions of people, mostly young men with no skills and no English, into our country illegally, and then fly them around at our expense and give them phones and put them on welfare programs that no American citizen can get. It is the most insulting. Yeah, boo. But it's worse than boo. That's the biggest crime in the history of the United States of America. And it takes incredible stones, incredible gall for the people who did that to stand up there on a stage and give you a lecture about how you're immoral.
Wow.
It's too much. And so that's the second important thing about this election, okay? The first is every person in this room needs to understand you are not in a despised minority. You are in an incredibly gentle and tolerant majority who put up with this crap for way too long.
Yes.
As they insulted not only you, but the memory of your ancestors who died for this country.
Wow.
They tore down statues to their memory. People have never built anything in their lives. They went out of their way to humiliate you and spit on you and the graves of your ancestors. And that's not an exaggeration. They did that.
Wow.
And this country is so nice. It's so polite. It's so thoughtful and empathetic and sweet. It's the kind of country that loves dogs and gives directions to strangers, that we put up with it for 4 years. But we can't anymore. We just can't.
Tucker Carlson holding nothing back here. Tucker Carlson is right. Something seriously happened to the left in the last decade, I'd say, because they used to be the party of free speech, of anti-censorship, anti-big pharma, anti-war, and they completely flipped on it. They are now pro all of that. And from going from rage against the machine to rage for the machine is just so weird to watch. But this entire rally was absolutely epic, including Trump's entrance to the stage, which made him kind of look like a WWE wrestler. Watch this. Oh man, he looks like he's coming out like Bill Goldberg in WCW. Wow. Look how big this crowd is, chat. Wow. What a huge rally. And during this rally, Trump outlined his policies for his second term in office, and quite frankly, they are awesome.
So with your vote this November, we're going to fire Kamala Harris, and we are going to save our country. We're going to save America. With your support, we will cut your taxes, end inflation, slash your prices, raise your wages, and bring thousands of factories back to America and back to the state of Georgia. They're coming back. And it won't even take long. We will build American, we will buy American, and we will hire American.
Yes.
I will end the war in Ukraine. It should have never started. I will stop the chaos in the Middle East, and I will prevent World War III from happening. We were never closer than we are right now. We will crush violent crime and give our police the support, protection, resources, and respect they so dearly deserve. We will strengthen and modernize our military. We will build a massive missile defense shield over our country, all made in the USA. Why shouldn't we have one? And we will land an American astronaut on Mars in a very short period of time. We will rebuild our cities, including our capital in Washington, D.C., making them safe, clean, and beautiful again. We will teach our children to love our country, to honor our history, and to always respect our great American flag.
I love it.
We will get critical race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our schools.
Yes! Trump is cooking. Let's go. Let's go.
We will keep men out of women's sports.
Let's go. Let's go.
I will defend religious liberty. I will restore free speech. And I will defend the right to keep and bear arms, our Second Amendment.
Shoot this right into my veins. I love every single word he says. Yes, please. Sign me up. Now let's move things over to Democrat land, because last night, Kamala's once again going viral because she is absolutely bombing on these town halls, making absolutely no sense. Watch this clip here. Just look at her answer. It truly makes no sense. She is dumb. Look at this. Look at this.
Is there something you can point to in your life, political life, or in your life in the last 4 years that you think is a mistake that you have learned from?
I mean, I've made many mistakes, and they range from, you know, if you've ever parented a child, you know, you make lots of mistakes too.
You're not a parent. Like Kamala's never had kids. Why is she talking that bullshit? She's never given birth.
In my role as vice president, I mean, I've probably worked very hard at making sure that I am well versed on issues, and I think that is very important. It's a mistake not to be well versed on an issue and feel compelled to answer a question.
Is there...
That made no sense. But this next clip from Kamala is even crazier. I can't make sense of it. Let's watch.
I bring a whole set of different experiences to this job and the way I think about it than Joe Biden.
Some voters, though, might ask, you've been in the White House for 4 years. You were vice president, not the president. But why wasn't any of that done the last 4 years?
Here we go.
Well, there was a lot that was done, but there's more to do, Anderson. And I'm pointing out things that need to be done, that haven't been done, but need to be done.
What? Repeat that.
And I'm pointing out things that need to be done, that haven't been done, but need to be done. And I'm not going to shy away from saying, hey, these are still problems that we need to fix.
Does anyone understand what Kamala Harris just said there? Because I have no clue. Tell me in the comments if you actually understood what she said. And it's truly mind-blowing. Like, how can anybody watch Kamala Harris and be inspired by this? She is a total buffoon. But with all Kamala Harris buffoonery when she does live interviews, well, look at this. A new ad for the Trump campaign that just uses Kamala's words.
Thank you, Eric. And you're absolutely right. You know it. I know it. I think most Americans know it. Price of groceries is still too high.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
The troll game is on point here. So yes, folks, Trump is surging, Kamala's crashing and saying more stupid things. I will keep updating you guys on this election as we get closer, and I personally cannot wait to stream election night here on this channel. All right, folks, before we go, I want you to tell me in the comments down below, what did you guys think of Tucker's speech? Is it as good as I claimed it was? Did that fire you up? Also, Trump's policies. Are you guys all in on Trump's policies? Is there anything you guys think that he should change? I want to hear it. Also, what the hell was Kamala even saying on CNN? Seriously, can someone tell me? Tell me in the comments if anyone understood what the heck Kamala said. If you guys want to support my channel, The Real News, like, share, comment, and subscribe, or buy a $5 Canadian membership. My name is The Pleb, and I'll see you at the next report. Peace.